Hey y'all, this is Gwen. To be me is to be free. Listen, I am making a video. I wanted to come in and talk to you all about a situation that's going on here in Alabama. It happened over the weekend. There was a shooting, 3 murders in one incident. 3 murders and 3 people injured. Very close to the university here, Auburn University. Well, the guy was on the run for a couple of days, and he ended up turning himself in to federal authorities on yesterday. And I was just sitting and I was thinking about it. You know, things have just gotten out of hand. I live in a small town, USA. It's a college town. However, stuff just doesn't happen here. Every once in a while we'll have things that happen, but it seems like in the past 4 or 5 months we've just had an onslaught of shooting incidents and also murders, and it's really getting out of hand. You've got young folk or crazy folk with their hands on guns, and then the next thing you know, somebody's shot, and either they're shot and critically injured or they're shot and killed. It's getting ridiculous. We have, just fights happening at parties, fights happening at sporting events, and it's bothersome to think that there's generation of people that don't think about the consequences that can happen when, okay, you get into an argument. What am I going to do next? If I have a gun in my hand, and am I going to take that gun and am I going to shoot in the crowd? Am I going to try to harm people, knowing that this gun can either harm them or it can kill them? Either way, it's not good. Either way, I'm going to end up either dead or in jail for the rest of my life or sitting on death row. It ticks me off that our young folk are just out there just doing whatever, just living haphazardly. They're not thinking about the next 5 minutes, let alone the next 5 years. How is this going to affect me? How is it going to affect the next person? No one is thinking about that. You have a combination of things going on. You have, like at this, let's just use this for instance, a pool party where there's 300 people. How in the world do you have a pool party and have 300 people? You don't have an Olympic-sized pool, but however, the word gets out, people come. These people are people that are enrolled at the university and friends of those people, so they're there, okay? An argument ensues over a girl. I'm trying to think. Over one girl. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why are you arguing about a girl? You know, there are plenty of girls out there that can capture your attention. Why are you arguing over one? So then 3 people, 2 former football players and one other person, they, commits to beating up on this boy. And from what I'm hearing, they're busting bottles upside his head. They are really dogging him out. And he comes out of his pocket with a gun and starts to pow, 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 pow. He leaves the scene. 3 people are dead. 3 people are injured. What happens? What happens now? So now you've got a total of 7 people that have been affected, plus the people that are affected that have been there and saw this mess go on. But really and truly, you've got 7 people, 3 people in the hospital, 3 people dead, and 1 on the run. And when I tell you they had the Alabama Bureau of Investigators, they had the U.S. Marshals, they had everyone looking for him, and he was listed as armed and dangerous. In this whole shenanigans, there were at least 3 or 4 people that have lied about his whereabouts. People that have called in and given clues about or tips about where he may be, and they lied. So now you're gonna go to jail as well. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. I don't understand why a person can say something and it just tick you off so bad to where you want to just harm another person. Listen, what another person eat don't make you boo-boo. if you understand where I'm coming from. What a person says, I could care less. I could care less. If you don't affect me in any kind of way, I don't care what you say. You're just not going to, you're not going to get me to go there, because I'm not going to do time for you. I'm not doing time in jail or hell for you. The outlook is not going to be good for anybody. And I guess this video is to younger folk. Y'all start using your mind. Think about what you're doing. Thinking about what you're saying. Think about it before you raise your hand to put it on somebody. Everybody ain't stable. Everybody ain't going to take you beating them up. Everybody just ain't going to take you brushing up against them, bumping up against them. Everybody just can't take it. So you need to be careful, and you need to think about, well, what can happen to me? I thought about it today, this morning. I got up and it was on my mind. I was like, I wonder if those people that were involved in this, even the onlookers, if they could have a rewind button that could go back and play slowly. If they could just press pause and just change the events from that point when it first started. I'm talking about y'all are arguing and fighting over a piece of tail. Why? Why? It makes no sense. So just stop it and let's rewrite history. You can't do that. You cannot turn back the hands of time. Then I wondered, I said, well, I wonder if before they rolled out of bed, if they had a fast forward button, if they could go, fast forward into what would happen and say, no, I don't want that to happen that way. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to take it in a different direction. I'm going to be the one that's just going to walk away. I'm going to be the one that say, you look, go on by your business. Going to be with him. I don't care what you do, because listen, there's 299 more women out here at this pool that I can be with, at least 200, because women are always going to outnumber the men. And I'm saying, why argue over this? And just the look on this guy's face when he turned himself in and they took pictures of him, he just looked like he was tired. He was drained. I dare say that there looked to be some sort of remorse on him. And, and the lawyer said this would be his first time eating since everything happened on Saturday. Well, Tuesday. So he went Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. Well, you could go 30 more days without eating, as far as I'm concerned. You done took somebody's life. Y'all young folks and old folks trying to hold on to your young times. Y'all think about what you're doing before you get involved in fisticuffs with people, or even a verbal barrage of assaulting terms and things with other people. Think about what you're doing. It ain't that serious. I can't think of anything that's just that serious to give up your life for. And then we complain as black folk. We complain about, the media. Well, stop acting like a bunch of crazies and get it together. Do something with your life. Change the way people perceive you. A good reputation and a good name is worth a lot. But all of this stuff that's going on is absolutely crazy. You're going to be an endangered species if you keep it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, and I'm getting tired of it. I just wanted to make this video to say how I feel. Not that anybody cares, but maybe somebody's listening. Maybe somebody's listening. I know this proof positive that all young black men are not hoodlums. I understand that. But for everyone that is not, there are 10 that are acting a straight fool. A straight fool and being involved in fraggle that makes no sense, that can only tear you down and keep you oppressed. I don't understand it. And we've come upon a time when it's time to do something. Somebody need not to forget, once the funerals and the eulogies have been spoken, we tend to go back to the drinking, the partying, and the smoking, and to the foolishness. It's time to stop forgetting. It's time to stop forgetting. We need somebody that's going to ring the alarm. Somebody's just going to keep on ringing the bell about what's going on. I just don't get it. I don't get it. There was a time when we were a strong people. What has happened? What has gone on? Bunch of limp noodles walking around here. Ain't nobody thinking about nothing. Anyway, leave your comments, please. I hope I wasn't all over the place, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't have to know what happened in Alabama. However, it was on MSNBC, CNN, and the Today Show and all of that stuff. Just turn on your local news and see what's going on. The same stuff that's going on in your neck of the woods, the same thing is happening in my neck of the woods. And it's scary. It's scary. And the young man that committed the murders and the injuries to the other 3 people, let me tell you what, he has a rap sheet of having a gun with no permit. You understand where I'm coming from? Shooting somebody, attempted murder before. Why are you even out on the streets? And so it's hard to even say that you can see a glimmer of remorse in his eyes. It's hard to even say that because, look, you've been down this street before. So why didn't you learn your lesson? That's all I want to talk about. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. Talk to you later.